A workday usually begins like this, with coffee, and knowing that something needs to be done. Most people get to work, they move, they lift, they build, and some choose a different way. I learned that from a man, Bert. Bert, right? On my first day working with him, he looked at me and said, "If you play it smart, you don't have to do anything." I remember thinking, that sounds like a joke, so I told someone else. Wouter. Wouter, right? And somehow it stayed, especially on the days when Bert didn't feel like working, which happened more than once. There was always that moment where something needed to be done, and somehow it wasn't. We had good days there, simple days, coffee, work, and in between, just enough time to sit down. At some point, they asked me something, if I wanted a few geese to take home. Of course, that meant one thing. They were going to teach me. Matthias and Bert, both hunters, they seemed genuinely pleased, which should have told me enough. So after a Wednesday, a good day, they showed up with a few geese. And during the break, I got my lesson. Not rushed, not complicated, just step by step. Bert was there, of course, but he handled it the smart way. He let Matthias teach me. Matthias, right? And to be fair, it worked. I learned, we finished, and afterwards, we sat down, had something to eat, and for a moment, didn't feel like work at all. Which probably means we were doing it right. That's what I mean. At some point, I wrote it down, just a simple note. If you play it smart, you don't have to do anything. And underneath, Bert, right? We hung it up, and somehow it never came down. Until one day, it became a tile. And now, as I sit here, it feels less like a joke, more like a way of thinking. Not everything needs doing. Not everything needs rushing. So, if you play it smart, you don't have to do anything. And some stories are better finished like this. Bert, you played it smart. Yes, we know. But it worked. Cheers.